Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. We'll get us started with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arizona's offense takes the field to start this game off. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turn the football over. Not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
This offense comes out first drive. There's no mistake about what they're going to do. They love running the option. Quarterback makes a nice read. This defense better get dialed in and better stop the first option.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So the Texas Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League.
There he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And the Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texans!
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
He gets a block. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Recovered by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up for great field position.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Just feeds the running back. Touchdown, Texans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Arizona runs out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll try it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The run to the right. He ran out of bounds in the end zone, and that'll be a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are on the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your Texas Longhorns will take over.
Here comes the Texas offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Arizona in a hurry. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
3rd down play from the gun. It's complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Leon. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch with a first down?
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Up and ready. This second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open the second half with a run. Got the first down. Looking for more. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Arizona runs out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Bulldozes his way through. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking for a man. It's Charles. Dances away to buy time. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Pass interference. Defense.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up to convert third down. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Turning it on! And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? When you know you have a team outclassed,